Ranked matchups always elevate the pressure. The heart beats a little faster. It gets a little more intense, particularly if that team across the field is a conference foe. And that's exactly what we have in this showdown coming up. Welcome to the Big House, home of the Michigan Wolverines. As we'll see, the winners of 3 straight, the Pittsburgh Panthers, taking on the winners of 3 straight, the Michigan Wolverines. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth, as always, by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's tee this one up. The Wolverines will put total weather and will get started. Here's the return from inside his 10. Finds just enough space to cross the 25. Let's mark it at the 27-yard line. This is what we expected. This crowd ready to make its presence known. They're looking for an advantage to the right. Defense fills those gaps. He's got 1 to the 28. Let's take just a second and talk a little Pitt. They've climbed into the top 25. Nothing has been given to these guys, but they're quickly becoming a problem for everybody else.
Well, they are, and they earned that number beside their name. They've played really, really well. The question is, now can you keep it? David, how many times in the past have we seen a team outside the top 25 finally get ranked and then get blown out the very next week?
And there's not a lot of difference between 25 and 45. A lot of times, so many people close together. So earn that ranking and try to keep climbing.
The offense lines up at the 40. They've got a first down. From the gun, the ground game. And he is stopped immediately by the big defensive lineman.
Great team defense on that run play. Everybody doing their job. People winning their one-on-ones, D linemen staying in their gaps, linebackers and DBs filling. You just can't do it better.
Back to pass, it's Holstein. Escapes trouble. And the defense is there. He got away for a second, but not for long as they knock him down for a loss.
And they get to the quarterback and get the sack. That's a big emphasis for this defense. They saw a week ago, this offense gave up 3 sacks. They need to get to him early and often and create some indecision. Nice job getting a sack early in this football game.
Into enemy territory and out of bounds at the 48.
Man, what a big catch on 3rd down. Going up, catching the football, understanding where you're at, now getting a fresh set of downs. Nice play by the receiver.
From the gun. Give on the inside. Gets it past the first down marker and still running. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
I am impressed with the physicality we're seeing up front by this offensive line. Playing on the road, they knew they wanted to get the run game established, and they are doing just that. They're not just getting 3-4 yards a pop. They are gashing this defense.
Right back to the well. They'll give him 1 to the 28-yard line.
Run game is good. Balance is good. Now listen, if the run game isn't good, then you got to pass the football a little bit more. But sometimes you got to keep them honest, take them chunk by chunk.
You can barely hear yourself thinking here as they're trying to get this defense off to a good start. Power football with the run. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Big noise in the big house for this huge third down play. Looking downfield, it's Holstein. Unleashes one deep. And makes the grab in the end zone. Touchdown, Pitt.
Well, you know this offensive coordinator scripts his opening 10-15 plays, and he didn't even need that. They went 9 plays and scored a touchdown, everything working perfectly. They looked like a well-oiled machine early in this game offensively.
And the play will stand after the replay booth just does a little double-checking to make sure. And the extra point makes it 7-0. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Coming out with it, it's Morgan. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Wide receiver going in motion. He wants to start this drive with a pass. And that one falls incomplete, trying to get a chunk play on that one.
Well, this defense was ready for go balls. Against this receiver and his speed, he's one of the fastest in the country. They knew this quarterback was going to try to take the top off the defense. That time they couldn't link up, but if you're on defense, just know they're going to try that play again.
To the air on second down. He's going to run it. Quarterback gets enough. And he's to the 48-yard line. That'll be good enough for a first down.
It's just so hard to stop. There is no rhyme. There is no reason. He just scrambles around, makes people miss, and the next thing you know, you look up and he's 20, 30 yards down the field. There's nothing you can do about it.
Here's the handoff. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Looking for a man. It's Underwood. That's caught. It's Morgan. And he goes down after making the grab. Picked up a few, but he's still short of the first down marker.
And there you see the arm talent by the quarterback. Throwing a curl route into zone coverage, you've got to get the ball there quickly. And you saw the cannon this QB has.
He'll try to pick it up on the ground. All things considered, he's probably lucky to be back to the line of scrimmage.
That back had absolutely nowhere to run the football. Actually, is he counting? I think he's counting to make sure there's only 11 guys on defense.
Kind of in that in-between spot here. Long field goal. Can't really punt it from here, so they'll try to convert on fourth down. Trying to pick up the first out of the backfield. Quick step and go. That's a 20. He's got space. And he strides his way into the end zone. Touchdown, Wolverines.
And man, that play looked a little bit too easy. Fourth down, big situation. You got to get up on these receivers and make it difficult. He gets the football right away, gets all the way to the end zone for the touchdown.
And they add the extra point to finish the drive. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And they closed the deal from 43 yards out with a touchdown pass. From inside his own 10, he'll try to help out their field position. Able to find enough room to get it out across the 25. He's brought down at the 26. They'll get this drive started from their own 26. They go to the ground. And he is just engulfed at the line by this giant defensive tackle.
And, man, it's nice to have a guy that is just better than your guys. And no matter what play you call, man, how about him getting in the backfield quick, penetrating, using his quickness, and using his strength to get him to the ground. That is a baller.
So second down here as we're back at it after the break. Now the play fake. He's going to let one fly down the middle. And that's going to be incomplete, going for broke on second down. The third down's coming up.
Well, you knew you were going to see it in this game, throwing the go route to one of the fastest players in all of college football. This receiver strikes fear in the heart of every defense because he's got elite track speed. He's going to blow the combine up in the 40-yard dash because of his wheels, not able to connect with the quarterback.
He lofts it high and deep down the left side. Caught at the 25. Slippery slide, find his way and ran away from the crowd into the end zone. Touchdown, Panthers!
And it's now the second time this wide receiver has scored. Another outstanding job with the route. Great job securing the catch.
And the extra point was good to finish things off. Quick timeout call by the offense after the play. Timeout is start. They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. No shot to return that one as he boomed it out of the back of the end zone. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Wants to throw. It's Underwood. Here's the pressure. He turns it loose to the left. Underneath toasted coverage. Got it deep downfield. And perhaps a touchdown-saving tackle as he gets him down at the 37.
And that is a big-time play for the offense. The defense knew coming into this game they had to keep this guy bottled up and keep him in the pocket. That didn't happen there. He was able to buy time, extend the play. Receivers are in scramble drill mode. He finds a guy. He's accurate, off schedule, and the defense now has to do a much better job keeping this guy contained, or they are going to get lit up just like that.
Moves away as he feels pressure. And it's on the ground. And the defense jumps on it, and they get that turnover.
Man, that's fumbles in consecutive weeks. Coaches don't like that. They start to, you know what happens is the trust factor goes out the window. I don't want to run you as much because I can't trust you as much, especially in big spots. Got to hold on to that football.
They'll leave it with him. Gets it across the 30 to the 31. A pickup of 5.
Man, it's easy to call plays when you're getting 5 or 6 yards a pop on the ground. Like, why would I get complicated? Why would I get complex? Like, up front right now, this group just win, fall forward, get that good gain, stay ahead of the sticks, don't have to get in bad situations. This defense better respond, or else I'll do that all the way down the field.
They'll get it to the 48. No need to measure. It's a first down.
You ain't getting by all these guys right up the middle unless your offensive line and your tight ends and everybody is putting in the work up front, committing to blocking. The running back does a great job finding the hole, exploding through. How about that nice, big, huge gain? If I'm the OC, let's call that one again.
And he's able to shed one tackle, but still just a very short gain.
Man, a nice second effort by the back to break a tackle. But how about those defensive backs willing to come up, stick their face in the fan, and make a tackle?
Those are the best run defenses, too, right? It's not just D linemen and linebackers getting all the plays, but it's DBs that are willing to not just cover, but tackle backs in the open field.
And this one will be stopped for no gain. On third down. Looking for a man. It's Holstein. Makes the grab. It's Reed. Really nice job to convert that third down, and they've got it at the 33.
How about this offense? They're rolling. They got a couple first downs together. Defense. Next, what's your response? What do you got? You got to make some adjustments here.
The give to the back. And the big defensive front wins the battle. No gain on that play. We've reached the 2-minute timeout. We've got a tight one, and they'll try to build on the lead before going to the locker room. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Back to pass. Unleashes one. Makes the grab. Inside the 15. Out of bounds at the 14-yard line. The offense looking for a score.
How many first downs is that alone, just on this drive? The defense, they keep this up, they're going to get worn out and continue to have to play more and more guys. They got to do something to change this.
He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. There's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half.
Man, and that fires you up as a defense. That gives you some extra juice. When you come in there and knock the living fire out of someone, everybody on the defense gets jacked up.
Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Quick pass on the jet motion. Breaks the tackle. Got some room, headed to the goal line. He's forced out of bounds inside the 5 at the 4, and they save the touchdown, at least for now. The Panthers will try to put one on the board on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. He works his way all the way down to the 3, and the defense is reeling.
The best red zone offenses are the ones who can run the ball in this area, but that's a tough ask today, especially against this unit. One of the best 5 defenses in the nation stopping the run. This is a really big moment in this game.
Defense going to jam these receivers right off the line. Looking for a path to the end zone to the right. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Referee signals timeout. It's the defense wanting to make sure that they have everything just right with a big play coming. On 3rd and goal, you can't hear yourself thinking here. To the air, it's Holstein. Looking for the goal line. Touchdown, Pittsburgh! And they take it in for 6 more points.
How about the day for this young fella? 3 receiving touchdowns. Hey, defense, that guy's good. We might want to do something about it. Let's send 2 at him. Let's send 3 at him. We can't let this guy continue to beat us time and time again.
Fielded in the end zone. It's Morgan. Stopped at the 26, brought it out in the end zone, picked up an extra yard. Plenty of time to work, not any time to waste as they take over here in the final 2 minutes of the half. They'll start this drive going to the air. Caught in the backfield. It's Haynes. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Movement from the linebackers trying to mess with the offensive line's assignments. Grabbed over the middle. It's Moore. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first.
This slot receiver is a guy the defense has to be careful of. He runs good routes. He's got some speed, and if you're not careful, this guy can gash you.
And the Wolverines are at the line trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. In the gun and looking to throw on 3rd down. Snagged in the middle. It's Klein. They make the stop, but he'll have enough yardage for a 1st down. Clock stops momentarily for the 1st down. They'll hurry to the line. And the quarterback runs out of time, and down he goes at the 38.
And that was a big objective for this defense coming into the game. Talking to coaches, we want to keep him in the pocket. We don't want him to use his wheels. He's fast, he's elusive, can make big plays. Nice job by the defense keeping him in the pocket and getting the sack.
Trying to beat the DT. And they wanted it all on that incomplete pass. Instead, they're looking at 3rd down.
This is going to be a tough situation for the offense here. Late in the 1st half, they're trying to find a way to generate some points before going into the locker room, but the defense is ready for it. So the windows are not going to be very big, especially when you're trying to attack vertically like they did on that last one. Downfield completions are going to be tough to come by.
Grabbed in the middle. It's McCulley. Plenty of room on that play, and they find their way to the 36. Dropping back, it's Underwood. Pressure coming. Looking for a huge play. Go to the sideline, and it's complete, and they've got a big play.
Well, this offense has shown you it doesn't take a lot of time for them to generate explosive plays through the air. Big completion on the previous play. They take another shot and hit it, and they have completely flipped the field.
Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play. Clock still running, almost certainly the last play of the half. Looking to get it in. Touchdown, Michigan. They get it into the end zone to pay off that opportunity.
And that is a perfect job by the offense, executing that 2-minute situation. The quarterback was really in charge and focused, made sure that all the right decisions were being made with respect to execution and the clock. This is something you practice all season long, and they execute the 2-minute perfectly here at the end of the half.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Just enough time for one final play in this half. They'll try to outflank him with the jet sweep. They make the stop, and that is the end of the 1st half. That's going to wrap up the 1st half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update. Pitt will kick off, ready to get things started here in the 3rd quarter. He'll bring it out. It's Morgan. Gets it across the 20 to the 21, and not quite what he would have picked up just taking the touchback. They love to put a long drive together here as they start from their own 21. Linebackers shuffling around, trying to keep the quarterback from getting a read. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
It's an offense that takes pride in being physical. They try to get it going on the ground, but no gain on that one.
Just nowhere to run. Not a lot of wiggle room for the ball carrier.
This defense came in knowing that they had to match their physicality. Let's see if they can keep it up.
Catch in the middle. It's Haynes. They finally get to him, but what a play there to pick up the first down. Completing a forward pass was much like solving the Rubik's Cube for Michigan a year ago, but now, Jesse, they have the nation's top recruit in Bryce Underwood, and the key is to develop him.
Yes, because he is the future for Michigan.
There he goes. He's at the 10. Touchdown, Wolverine. And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing.
Big-time players make big plays in big games. It seems like each and every week when this guy has an opportunity in the end zone, he's coming up with the big one. That time, great job focusing and concentration. Defense not able to cover him. That's his now 10th receiving touchdown on the year.
From inside the 10, here he comes. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. They'll start this drive from the 18-yard line. Gonna run it. It's Reed. Fights off a defender. Good, solid, determined run there. They'll mark him down at the 27.
And winning first downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on first down that they're going to run the football. So them getting that big chunk, getting in second and short, not a good job by this defense.
They'll try the run. Runs through the tackle. And he's got enough for the first down. They'll mark it at the 34.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
Lining up from the 34 on first down. Use the play fake. Now to throw. He lets it fly. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch.
Well, that one falls incomplete. That hasn't happened a whole lot today, though. This dude has been lighting this defense up with his speed. He showed great hands. They just weren't able to come down with that one.
You want to make sure to maximize those types of runs, and he gets it out to the 41.
And a nice job by the running back, finding space, getting downhill, making a good run. Great job finishing with his pads.
To the air, it's Holstein. He's going to let one fly down the middle. It's incomplete, and this ought to be a boost of confidence for this defense, getting a stop against these guys on third down. Pitt will have to put this one away. Finally sending out a punter in this one. Got to make sure they earn their letter. Was looking for more running room and found nothing but more tacklers. He's down at the 24. They'll get things started on this drive from the 24. Takes this handoff and headed to the right. Great penetration by this defense, and they knock him down behind the line. A loss of 1.
Here's the thing. I know this guy's not going to win the Heisman Trophy, but he's a pretty talented football player that's made big plays for this offense in the past. They have not had any success when they've given him chances so far in this game. And in the third quarter, you're getting a little nervous, I think, if you're the head coach, because he's a guy you need to have success if you're going to win.
It doesn't matter who it is, receivers, in this case, a tight end. You get open, you sometimes start to look at that green space in front of you, and you just take your eye off the football, lose your concentration a little bit, and miss that opportunity for possibly a big play.
On third down, he drops to throw. Unloads to the wideout. It's complete. He'll have enough for the first down, and they stop him at the 45. And they just want to give this guy a chance to make a play on third down, and more times than not, he is going to deliver.
And he's so good, so efficient, such a good route runner, got the speed, got the complete game, so you definitely want to highlight him, and especially on those downs that matter the most. If something's not open quick underneath, find him, he'll make those contested catches.
And a pickup of 8 opens a world of opportunities on 2nd and 2. The Wolverines moving quickly to the line. From the gun, they'll give it on the inside. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down.
You just sense the frustration starting to build, not only on offense, but I think with this running back as well. He is so talented. He's had some massive games throughout his career. Just haven't been able to get him going early in this game. That was a pretty good run there. Let's see if he can turn it on here in the second half.
They'll move the tight end. Looking to throw, it's Underwood. Fires to the wideout. Complete to the left. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
That is just textbook execution by the receiver on the corner route for that first down. Also, great find by the quarterback.
He's got it on the right. He'll go out of bounds, and he steps out right at the 8-yard line, and this offense is in business.
And with that pass right there, over 300 yards. That's a good day at the office. Being able to execute, doing a good job seeing what's coming, anticipating, taking some shots today, but has held really strong, put up some good numbers.
That completion will take it close to the 5-yard line. They'll mark it at the 6. They keep pushing forward, now back to work on 2nd and goal from the 6. He'll run it to the right, looking for the goal line. That is a big win for this defense, as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
Defense becomes even more heightened in this area of the field. You get the short yard situations, the goal-to-go situations that got to be dialed in. That's 2 big stops in a row by this defense, forcing a 3rd and goal, putting some pressure now on this offense.
The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. It's 3rd and goal and 3rd and long. The offense changing the play. Motion from the wideout. Looking to the end zone on 3rd and goal. He wants it all. Picked off again. He's now thrown 20 interceptions.
And this safety is a ball hawk. He's a playmaker. Not only have we seen him get involved in the running game and make tackles playing downfield, but he plays the center field position as well as anybody in college football. And you saw it right there.
On the run, it's Reed. Oh, there's always football on the bad pitch. Oh, the offense fortunate to fall on that one, and they'll live to fight another play. I don't know if it was luck or aggression or just a balance, but at least they've got the ball back.
But one thing I do know, Reese, this running back has got to do a better job with ball security. You cannot turn the football over and expect to win this game. They're very lucky they were able to jump on top of that.
This is when winning plays are made, and we start right now in the 4th. So the final period starts with a 2nd down play. A designed run for the quarterback. And he's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage by the big defensive tackle.
And this offense doesn't have much space to go backwards anymore. I ain't giving that up, man. You got to be physical. You got to find a way to get this ball out of the area of your own end zone. You don't want to flirt with the safety. And that means being physical and getting it back downhill, not going backwards.
On 3rd and long, you'll need to push it downfield. It's incomplete, and this ought to be a boost of confidence for this defense, getting a stop against these guys on 3rd down. Pitt will line up to punt it away. 3 and pressure coming, and he ends up taking a safety.
And
And this defense makes a big game-changing play late in the football game. You know what? Forget leaving it to your offense. Forget that. I'm going to take matters into my own hand. They get in the backfield. They force the safety. They take the lead. And now their offense has got the football in the fourth quarter in a great situation.
They'll start this drive from their own 35-yard line. Out of the gun, the give to the back. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
And every coach in America has a plan for this situation. The first 4 minutes of the game, the last 4 minutes of the game. How I'm going to construct my offense. Most of the time, I got to be physical. Run the football like right here. Run that clock. Get a few first downs, and I can end this football game on offense.
And he was able to run through one tackle, but still only a modest gain.
Well, you got to give this offense a ton of credit because normally they've got the lead because of this running back. Today, it's actually despite him. They really haven't gotten the production out of him that they expect week in, week out. You got to give the defense credit for that. But other guys on offense have been able to step up enough to make the plays necessary to give them the lead.
And the Wolverines really need to keep this drive alive on third down. They'll run it, trying to drain time off the clock. Inside the 45. Now with a great opportunity as they pick up the first down. They've got it at the 40.
Well, the defense didn't blitz. They didn't have everybody in gaps, and the offensive line took advantage at the point of attack, getting some push, opening up a hole, and the offense ripping off a nice run there.
The Wolverines come to the line with a new set of downs. The give to the tailback. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
And after that negative play on offense with the lead late in the game, I think there are still ways that you can be creative and run the football, but not be so obvious. So zone read type plays, fake dives and pitches to the running back to get him outside, jet sweeps. You can find other ways to keep the clock moving, even though the defense knows you're going to run it.
They make the stop right at the 30-yard line, but it's a 10-yard pickup and a first down.
I think most offenses around the country in a situation like this with the lead late would be trying to run the football, right, or throw it short and try to bleed the clock. But this offense, man, it's still pedal to the metal. They're looking for chunk play opportunities.
There he goes. He gets it past the first down marker, and a really nice job to set up that screen and move the sticks.
You know what's interesting? At this point of the game, with the lead in the fourth quarter, the defense is expecting them to run the ball. And because they're putting so many guys close to the line of scrimmage, they're taking advantage, throwing it 2 straight completions now back-to-back.
On first down from the 13-yard line. Pulls and fires it complete to the right. Touchdown, Michigan! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. If this dude were a kitchen knife, you would be slicing tomatoes so thin your in-laws would never come back to your house.
Well, that'd be a good thing. I don't know if I want my in-laws to come back anyways, but he's been on fire. He's been absolutely torching this defense. They've had absolutely no answers for him.
But see what he can get done from inside his own 15. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. So they start this drive from inside their own 20 at the 19-yard line. Looking to throw, it's Holstein. Here comes the heat. And the quarterback goes down at the 11-yard line.
And I love playing man coverage on the back end, getting those receivers' faces. Don't let them feel comfortable and run zone where they can find all these holes in the zone and my rush can't get home. Pressure them, pressure them, pressure them.
That's the last thing you want as an offense, a negative play, a sack on first down. Wants to go up top. Looking to the big tight end. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the first down.
It is so hard as a defender to have to stop that big fella from catching the corner route, right? He already has great size and long arms, and he can jump. So what do? I mean, you're not trying to create pass interference and a penalty, but that's just a size mismatch, and the offense took advantage.
The offense has got to find something here in the fourth quarter. You can tell, pressing a little bit. They need that big play. They want that big play to try to make this game a better ball game. Took the shot, unsuccessful, but I wouldn't be surprised if they take some more of those.
Second down, he'll throw it. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down.
And the quarterback gets hit again. We already know this defense has gotten home to him multiple times in this game. So here you are, you're trailing in the game. Defense knows you're going to throw it. They're pinning their ears back. You can't feel very confident right now if you're the play caller, certainly if you're the quarterback, that you're going to have time to throw.
Lost to throw again. Throws to the tight end. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a fourth down.
After that incompletion, 4th and long now on your own side of the field, you're trailing in the fourth quarter. What's your go-to play call here in the passing game? Where is the matchup that you trust in to come up with a big one to give yourself a chance to stay alive and win this game?
Coach has no choice here. The offense has to stay on the field, down multiple possessions this late. 4th down attempt coming. Fires to the middle. It's incomplete, and they desperately needed to keep that drive going, and they couldn't make the connection.
And that just about does it. That about puts this thing to bed. The offense, listen, they had to go for it, but now defense, this is the situation where you say, I'm just going to eat clock, up by several possessions, eat clock, and get out of here with a W.
They'll run it to keep this clock grinding.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. Dropping back, it's Underwood. Oh, they're after him. That's reeled in. It's McCulley. He's really close to that first down marker, but they stop him just a bit short.
Plays are going to break down, but that never seems to affect this quarterback. He's so athletic and so fast. He's able to avoid the pass rush, get himself on the perimeter, and now he's just using his God-given ability and his arm talent to make big-time throws.
Bully ball on 3rd and short. They get this sophomore on the ground, but he continues to make plays. And the Wolverines want to crank the tempo. Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Great job by the defense. Everybody firing off the ball, hitting their guys, holding their gaps, running to the football, nowhere to go.
Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. Quarterback on the keeper. Touchdown Wolverines! And they take it in for 6 more points. They give themselves a little more cushion as they try to reel off their 4th straight win. I'm sure they don't like the score, but they haven't done anything about it, so they're just going to have to eat it right now with the way they're getting smacked.
Just take it, right? I mean, you'd like to say, hey, take a knee, run the clock out. You don't have to run the score up, but I can do something about it, right? All my guys in there still have to fight until the final whistle.
From inside the 15, here comes the return. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. They come to the line for the first play of the drive, snapping it from the 21. Defense wants to bring the heat. He's taking a deep shot late in the game. What a spectacular grab there as they try to finish this game with a little something to feel good about. And he'll take it to the house. He got loose. Touchdown, Panthers.
There we go. There's step one. There's a lot of things that needs to happen for this offense, but they started with the touchdown. Time's ticking out. We got to go for 2 here. Cut this to 8, where we maybe can get another score and get that 2-point conversion to tie.
Back to throw. It's Holstein. Zings it complete to the right. He's in there for the 2-point conversion, and they're down 8 here in the 4th. First things first, they have to recover the onside kick, and then they'll have time for probably just 1 play. The hands team able to secure that football, and with that, should have secured a victory.
Yeah, and this is why you put your hands team on the field most of the time when you know it's coming, and you put those guys that are great catchers of the football. The first guys, what do? They go block. They go blow somebody up. The next guys catch the football, secure, get your butt on the ground, and most of the time when you do this, the ball game is over.
And after they get him on the ground, that's going to do it. How much fun was that? I mean, you just dream of having games like that every time you go into the booth. I'll watch those 2 teams play anytime.
Yeah, that's what's fun about good teams. Really good teams squaring off. Like, there wasn't a lot of difference between these 2 squads. We could watch these every week. Love calling these games because they're competitive. Great talent on the field. Palmer, unfortunately, somebody had to lose.
Yeah, and the higher-ranked team was ranked higher for a reason. At the end of the day, when it came down to it, they made the biggest plays in the most critical moments. Both of these teams have tremendous playmakers, and they're both going to make a lot of noise late in the college football season, but give the higher-ranked team tons of credit. They earned this one.
Thanks so much for spending some time.